Good afternoon and welcome to the Vibrantly Healthy Mom Show. And I apologize for being here late today. I know that I typically am here around noon, and today some things came up that I just couldn't move around. So anyway, here I am. I am glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here watching live or the recording. It's great to have you here. My name is Laura Bostrom. I'm the host of this show, and today we're going to be talking about how to find the time for the things that matter most to you. But before we get started with that, I would love to have you let me know that you're here. Comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from. That would be fantastic. So, are you one of those people where you feel like you just can't fit the things into your schedule that you love to do? The things that matter most to you end up getting neglected? I know I have had times like that, and it's very frustrating, and that's what I want to talk about today. So here is what I have found to be super helpful to me in making sure that I am spending time and devoting my efforts to the things that are most important to me. And the first thing to do is to figure out what it is that you want to do in the first place. What's important to you? You need to know what your priorities are, what you value the most. Because if you don't know these things, you're not going to really know what you want to spend your time on, right? So that is the best place to start. You need to know what those things are, know what's important to you. And then you need to ask yourself the question, how am I currently spending my time? Are you spending time on things that are going to help to build up and encourage those things that are important to you? Or are you spending time on things that are taking you away from what you love to do the most? So that is really important to determine. And I'll tell you what, we had a situation like this weekend where we realized, I say we, my husband and I, we realized that we were not spending our time on something that was really important to us. So I'll tell you what happened. So first of all, we got a new puppy who we absolutely love and adore. We got her in September. She's 4.5 months old now, and she is just a delight in our lives. We thought when we got her, it would be really great to take on some dog sitting with some of the dogs that came from the same breeder. So she's an Australian Labradoodle. She is so cute. And so we thought this would be fun. We can take care of other dogs. We can help other people out that have a need so that they can go away and enjoy time with their families. We can take care of their dogs. And hey, it would bring in a little extra money to help pay for the expenses that go along with owning a dog. So sounded good, right? Well, we found out this weekend that it wasn't all that we had hoped for, because the dog that came over, sweet dog, we've taken care of him before we had a puppy, but the two just didn't mix the greatest. The one was rather big and our puppy's really small, and it just didn't work out so well. So what we ended up doing is keeping the dog separated most of the weekend. So for 3 days, my husband spent time in one part of the house and I spent time in the other part. So it was not what we really had hoped for. And then the worst part was that our son moved this weekend to a new house, and because we were tied up with dog sitting, we weren't able to devote time to helping him as much as we would have liked to. So family is really important to me, and not being able to be there for a family member because I've taken on another responsibility that's not as important as that, it made me realize that I don't think dog sitting is for us long term. So we hung our hats up and retired rather early from dog sitting. We're just going to go with our one puppy. That's what's right for us. And it really did help me to realize just how important it is to tune in to what it is that's important to us as individuals. And then as we determine what responsibilities, what activities, what kinds of things we're going to be involved in, they should be things that help to build up those things, that help to allow us to do those things that we love so much. Otherwise, it's going to bring frustration, and we will find that we just don't have the time to put into those things. So we all only have 24 hours in a day, right? That's all there are. We can't create any more. So we have to choose wisely how we're spending our time. And here's the thing. We are in the Christmas season. It's Christmas time, and what does that bring? That brings lots of opportunities of commitments, it's a perfect time to start putting these kinds of things into practice, because if you can do this, if you can start selecting what things you're going to be involved in based on what fits with your values and fits with the things that are important to you, If you can do that during a busy time like Christmas, then you are going to be able to do that other times of the year as well. So I encourage you to implement these things now so that you're able to do the things during Christmas time that are really important to you. And hello, Tally. It is so good to see your face and your little profile picture there. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. And don't forget, pay attention, ask yourself the question of what it is that is important to you. And then make sure that you make time for those things, because this is what's going to bring the greatest joy to your life. And don't be afraid to take something off from your schedule that does not fit well with your values and your priorities. Remove those when you can. Get those off your schedule and start spending time on the things that you enjoy most. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.